Okay, here we go. This is me. I turned on the record player so I could listen to some music. I'm putting in my final lines right here. That's so I can write and keep the stuff in order. Ooh, look how fast I'm writing. I'm writing so fast. Look at there. It's just going along speedily. But yeah, I'm writing out the comic. I usually do the words first before I worry with setting up the scene. I always get my word balloons in first. And the way I've done this comic is I've done it in 3 sections for one page. Like right there, there's Bubba, the space redneck. He's talking to Roy. Roy is usually doing something stupid. That's why he's always getting fed up with Roy. But I did these like 5 inches wide so that when I do 3 of them, and I really should have done 5.5, but when I do 5 inches wide, it gives me about 15 to 16 inches, so that's pretty much the whole page, and it should scale out right when I go to put it on a page for a comic book as a collection. That's a space redneck. I mean, a space critter right there. And I'm putting in the background, had to have an airlock because Roy had just come in from air. And there I go, just sort of roughing in where they're going. I sort of changed Bubba's height. I wasn't happy with the first little rough in. Then I come in and do the details. And I'm doing all the penciling first. I used to do this all on a 11 by 17 piece of paper. But when I got through, I'd always have to go to some place and get it as reduced to 8.5 by 11 so it would fit on my scanner. And I'd get a bunch done, then make a trip, get a bunch reduced, and then scan them. When I got to thinking, what if I just did it on 8.5 by 11s, and I could just scan it and put them together in the computer? And I like that because it saves me a whole lot of money of photocopying, and I don't have to. I can do it as soon as I finish. So basically, that's what I do now, and I might do a full page, and I can do the same on a 8.5 by 11. But if it's a 2 panel, I just do basically the whole page with a 1/2 inch border. And if it's 3 panel strips, I do like this. I just shorten it up a little bit so when I go to put them on a page in the computer, they all fit. Here I go, ink in the borders first. Of all three, I just go ahead and do it while I got my ruler out. And go ink. I mean, so fast that. Ooh, look at that. Zip, zip, zip. And the borders are inked. I used a big marker on that. Oh, right there, I had to find me a new marker. I've run through so many markers. I use Sharpies. That's right, I use a lot of Sharpies. Oh, right there, I'm checking the spelling of something. Yeah. If I don't check the spelling of a word that I'm curious about, I will just skip over it and come back and fill it in last. But I usually ink in the word balloons, and then I come in and ink in the characters, and then the background. And like I said, look Sharpies. I'm not close to a art store, but I'm close to regular stores where you can get Sharpies just about anywhere, and they work good. And I use them a lot, and they come in different sizes. But as you see, I'm using the regular one there. And here in a little bit, you'll see me get that big one out again to go over the outlines of the actual main characters in the foreground, because that sort of brings them out from the background a little better when I just do a thick outline of the characters. That's so fast. Yep, see, I told you. You should have been listening to me. Yep. And see how it brings them out? Just makes them stand out from the background. This is so fast. Bam! Oh yeah, that's the music I was listening to for Huey Lewis album and Eddie, and I was changing to Eddie and the Cruisers album because I was listening to my record player while I did this. Sometimes Pandora, but I likes to use the old vinyl records every now and then, which is what I was doing that particular time. Yeah, the actual comic strip was Roy. Were you just on a spacewalk? I told you to leave that Tesla car alone. You can't bring it on board. All I did was turn up its left turn blinker on, and then Bubba just stands there staring at him for a while. And then the last panel, he goes, "I'm not sure how to say this, but I'm actually proud of you." Y'all might remember that Tesla car that got sent up in space and is in orbit. And at that particular moment, I had to run outside and put my cats up and feed them and whatnot. In actual time, I was only gone 3 minutes, so bam, see how quick I was? I wasn't even gone that, because I got this all sped up, speed drawing. Bam! This was a little over an hour to do all 3 panels together, not an hour a piece, an hour total for all 3 done. And here I didn't want to use my big pen. Yay, I got a phone call just then. I'm ignoring for a second. I didn't want to use my big pen. I used my regular pen on that because the characters were smaller and I didn't want to just do like a huge outline. So I just sort of emphasized the outline again with the same pen, just drawing a little further out on the outline itself. Now on this one, I will use the big pen again. This is so neat watching myself go so fast. This is lovely. Yep, there's the big pen. Oh yeah. And that is basically me doing a comic strip, and I fill in the information at the bottom, SPACE REDNECKS, my name, overworldcomics.com, copyright symbol. Oh, and then I erase all the pencil lines. So yeah, that's basically me doing a comic.